Hello, welcome to 13 Universal Learning Beyond Barrier, and this is Shedro. We're looking at A-level CIA Biology, Gas Exchange Series 1. Sorry, this is coming late, but we got you covered, okay? So come with me, come with your writing pen and the paper. Let's solve this question, all right? It says, in the lungs, oxygen and carbon dioxide pass through cell membranes by diffusion. Which rule is correct? Okay. There's a which rule the number of membranes diffuse through. Okay. So look at this. Let's look at it. Okay. So this is the alveoli, let's assume. Okay. This is the alveoli. This is the squamous cell, squamous epithelial cells of the alveolus, okay, lining the wall. You can see that. Okay, we're looking at gas exchange. Now this is the endothelial cell of capillary. Sorry for my diagram. Okay, my writing material is amazing. All right, look at this is capillary. Okay, the endothelial cells of capillary. You can see the endothelial pores. Can see the endothelial pores. Is that okay? So watch this. So, but meanwhile, you can pause the video and solve this question. So I'm trying to draw the capillary transverse section of capillary. Is that okay? All right. The longitudinal section. Okay. Now this is red blood cell here. Okay. So hemoglobin is inside the red blood cell here. So we want to check how oxygen. This is alveolus. This is alveolar air where it is going to hemoglobin in red blood cell. So they're asking in the lungs, oxygen and carbon dioxide pass through cell membranes by diffusion. Which is correct? So number of cell membranes diffuse through by oxygen. So you see oxygen will pass through this first membrane here, okay, the membrane of squamous epithelial cells of alveolar wall. 1, 2, it comes out 2, then moves here 3, comes out 4. All right, then it passes through the membrane of the red blood cell, because it's going into the red blood cell to combine with hemoglobin. That is 4, that is 5. Okay, so what we're trying to say. Stay with me. So this is the first membrane. It will pass through this. Okay, oxygen is moving from passes there, enters here. This second one, 2, it comes out of alveolar wall, enters the cells lining the endothelial, the capillary cell, the capillary. Okay, 3, 4, 5. This is membrane of red blood cell to combine with hemoglobin. Okay, so guys, we have one membrane, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you check the option C and D. Okay, let's look at of course carbon dioxide. Now carbon dioxide can diffuse. It can move from the plasma. This is plasma, all right? The entire thing here is capillary. This is red blood cell. This is plasma, right? So if it is moving from plasma, it's going to pass through 4 membranes. 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. Yeah, but if it's moving from the red blood cell, let's assume the CO2 combines with the terminal okay, amine group of hemoglobin. So it will come out of red blood cell first, passes the membrane 1, and it enters the endothelium of capillary 2, and then come out 3, 4, 5. So it is 4 or 5. Okay, so the answer should be D. All right, let's go to the next question. A student was asked to describe the difference between 4 microscope slides or sections taken from different parts of the gas exchange system. So look at that. So these are the slide description of the slides. Okay, you can see that. All right, let's look at the question. Which is the correct identification of the part of the gas exchange system? Yep. So I want you to work on these. So let's go to slide 1. Slide 1 says not present, cartilage glands. So let's come here. Which of them does not have cartilage? Alveolus does not have cartilage. All right. Bronchiole does not have cartilage. So A, B, C. Okay, let's go to present. What is present? Few goblet cells, slated epithelium, smooth muscle. So this is most likely bronchiole because alveolus does not have smooth muscle. So bronchiole. Let's go to slide 2. Incomplete. Anytime you see incomplete cartilage rings, that is trachea. Okay, one way. Okay, slide 3. Not present cartilage glands, so it doesn't have cartilage, it doesn't have any of this. The only thing it has is squamous epithelium, that is alveolus. Alveolus doesn't have any of this. The only thing it has is epithelial cells. Okay, all right, so that is it. Alveolus, yeah. Okay, so the last slide said plates of, now this plate of cartilage is found in bronchus. Okay, incomplete cartilage rings is trachea. That's why we chose here trachea. This plate of cartilage, all right, is bronchus. So the answer is C. That is C. All right, let's go to the next one. A person suffering. Now, I want to say this for CIE, smoking has been removed from the syllabus. But for some of you who are watching this video, who are not doing just CIE, you're doing AQA or doing EdXL, I'm going to solve these questions related to smoking. See, okay? Because of you. But if you're doing only CIE, okay, you may jump this question and go to the next question. All right, because it's no longer in the syllabus. Now it says a person suffering from mild emphysema stops smoking cigarettes. Why would this person's health improve? Okay, let's look at it. Now choose the answer. A person suffering from mild emphysema is when there's loss of the elasticity of alveolar wall. Okay, so when the elastic fiber in the alveolus is digested by an enzyme elastase, so it loses its elasticity. So then, what would this person's health? Why would this person improve if a person suffering from it? Okay, stop smoking cigarettes. A says goblet cells secrete more mucus, allowing, if the person stops smoking cigarettes, less mucus will be secreted. Okay. Now B says increased numbers of phagocytic macrophages arise in the lungs. Okay, this person is already suffering it. All right. So if the person stops it, it will reduce, because it is the phagocyte that secrete elastase that digest it. So if you stop smoking, it will reduce. Okay, that'll be decreased number, so not increased number. C says less arterial buildup on the inner lining of arteries, increasing lumen. Now this is for cardiovascular, but emphysema is gas exchange. Is that okay? So this happens in cardiovascular, right? So look at this. Of course, this is going to take quite some time, because a less arterial build up on the inner line of artery, increasing the lumen. And if you check, it's an increasing lumen diameter. All right, so this is going to take time, all right, for this to happen. But if you look at this, the instant one is this: less carbon hemoglobin produced, increasing oxygen transport by hemoglobin. Remember that cigarette smoke contains carbon monoxide, which displaces oxygen. So if you stop smoking immediately, this is instantly, less carboxy hemoglobin will be formed. So carboxy hemoglobin is produced when CO2 combines with hemoglobin. So less of it will be formed. So the answer is D. Okay. Now, number 4 says, what are the approximate diameters of a trachea? All right, an alveolus. Okay, let's look at it. So guys, pause the video and try to solve it, but don't forget that if this is gas exchange system, all right, this is trachea. The trachea splits into two bronchi. This is bronchi. Okay, this is bronchi. All right, just to help you understand this, and then this splits into bronchioles. Bronchi split into bronchioles. Can you see the diameter is reducing? All right, and then bronchioles split into alveolus. Alveolus is at the end. Okay, so alveolus is the smallest. Okay, so the one that has the highest diameter should be trachea. This is trachea, followed by bronchus, then bronchiole, okay, then alveolus. So let's check the option A. Which one has the highest diameter? Okay, A and B. So let's check A and B. Follow after trachea. The next highest, the next biggest part should be bronchus. Okay, 12. Yes, after 18 we have 12. So let's go after bronchus. The next bigger one is bronchial. Okay, so 0.5 is bigger than 0.25. So alveolus should have the least size. So A goes with it. Okay, B doesn't go with it. Alveolus, which one? This one is not bigger than bronchial. So bronchial is bigger than it. So A goes with that. So the answer is A. All right. What could occur as a result of inhaling nicotine tobacco smoke? Okay. Now, some of you who do other exam bodies, you can look at this. You know, nicotine affects the cardiovascular, the heart, and the blood vessels. Okay. Now, this says the ciliary lining. Now, this ciliary lining deals with gas exchange. So, nicotine doesn't affect gas exchange. That is a diffusion into blood capillaries followed by the release of adrenaline, which increases blood pressure. Yeah, that's more like it. So nicotine increases blood pressure, okay, which damages the arterial lining. Nicotine, all right, this is more like it. If you go to see diffusion into epithelial cells of the respiratory tract, increasing the risk of mutation. No, it doesn't cause mutation. It is star that causes mutation. This dissolves in the lining of alveoli. It does not affect the alveoli. It only affects cardiovascular. All right, so it's B. So 6 says which effect does emphysema have? All right, so emphysema, remember, um is the loss of the elasticity of the alveoli. The alveoli becomes of course it loses its elasticity, traps air, and they can burst. So what happens? Surface area to volume ratio decreases. Distance, all right, of the diffusion pathway still remains the same because the size of alveolar wall is the same. Okay, now the amount of oxygen taken reduces, so it's 1 and 3. Okay, all right. Which type of cell will contain the highest proportion of single membrane bound structure? Now let's see. Single membrane bound structure, let's examine it. Ciliated epithelium. All right, ciliated epithelium contains the cilia beats rhythmically, so it will require a lot of energy, so it will have more of mitochondria. Mitochondria are not single membrane bound, they are double membrane bound. So A is wrong. Now goblet cells, okay, goblet cells are secretory cells. They secrete mucus. All right, so mucus, all right, so they were going to need a lot of Golgi bodies. So Golgi bodies are single membrane bound. That makes sense. Red blood cells, okay, they don't have a particular large number. Of course, they have fewer organelles, so they can have space to accommodate hemoglobin. They'll have the smooth muscle cells. This smooth muscle cell, very importantly, of course, they contract, so they will need energy. So they will need mitochondria. So mitochondria is double-stranded, not single-stranded. So A and D requires mitochondria. C needs few organelles. Goblet cells secrete mucus. Golgi apparatus helps in secretion, packaging, and secretion. Okay, mucus is glycoprotein, so it produces glycoprotein and packages in vesicles for transport. So, and Golgi is single membrane bound, so B is the answer. Okay guys, let's go. So a person suffering from MIDA. Okay, now we have answered this question before. You see they repeat questions, they repeat. Okay, so the answer, of course, you know the answer is D. Yeah, student asks, okay, look at it, the same question, you see the repeat question, so you have to master it. Okay, you solve this question, we have solved it before. Okay, pause it and solve it, so you can see the repeat questions. So now look at this. In oxygen, in lungs, oxygen, carbon dioxide pass through cell membrane diffusion. Which rule is correct? I think we have solved this question at the beginning, so the answer is delta. Okay, so this is where we'll stop for series 1 of gas exchange. So we're going to do series 2. Thank you. Please make sure you make comments, share the videos. All right, see you later. Bye.